Weekend Express. Now, away from that, Julius Mugabe is a self-taught mechanic who has built a miniature imitation of a wheel loader made from bits and pieces of plastic. Mugabe tells the battery-powered tractor will help inspire development of heavy-duty trucks powered by renewable energy in Uganda. Let's listen in.
Mugabe used pieces of plastic from old water cans to build a wheel loader at his home in Mukono, Uganda. He says he wants to develop a truck that runs on batteries and not fuel. The 21-year-old dropped out of primary school due to lack of school fees and has no formal training in engineering. Mugabe says he used to fix radios and other broken electrical equipment at home when he was growing up. Then he taught himself the basics of mechanics while working at a garage from studying how cars operate.
I want to change a few systems. For example, the first man to build an airplane made air transport possible. As for me, I was born in an era where cars are driven using fuel, but I also want to build something unique that will benefit the ordinary person. I want to create a vehicle that doesn't consume fuel, in that when someone buys it, he doesn't have to keep recharging it because it will charge itself during the drive or operation. This is intended to help people in far rural areas where there are no fuel stations or even electricity.
It took him 2 years to complete his latest assembly, which he says is powered by rechargeable batteries. Mugabe has also built an imitation of a helicopter and a trailer. He hopes to come up with more practical inventions.
There was a time I really sat down and thought about not wasting time building this tractor only to fail in the future. I thought I should first replace all pressure systems with electronic systems. But when these electronic pumps worked, I knew I was done with the first step. I then had to work out the number of joints I needed. Building the body was the easy part, but I knew it would be a challenge, adding the forks, and even end up abandoning the project for a while. I then started by building the differential and ensured it is strong enough. I calculated and found that forks would be able to lift 10 kilograms.
Mugabe works as a casual laborer at a construction site to make ends meet and to support his hobby of mechanics, which he hopes can turn into a career with proper training. He has a keen interest in farming machinery, especially making it more accessible to poor rural communities.
I want to provide a solution that will help farmers not rely on seasons. This technology can make tractors for different purposes. Some of my next innovations will be water sprinkler tractors so that farmers won't have to wait for the rainy seasons. They can start cultivating anytime they feel like.
Mugabe has displayed his work at some local exhibitions, but says he's yet to find developers who are willing to invest in his work. He will be traveling around Rwanda for 3 months, sharing his ideas with students about making alternative moving parts for vehicles. Janet Chapia, KTN News.
We'll take a short break here on Weekend Express. To stay with us, business news is up next.